What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm at Mount Rushmore right now, and I wasn't really expecting to come here today, but I had some extra time. It was still light out, so I figured I'd hike around Mount Rushmore a little bit and check it out. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And now this next segment of the YouTube experience here is going to be the national parks. So when I went up the East Coast, that was a lot of cities. And then I kind of went up to the north, and I was like farm country, and I knew some different family and stuff up there. But now I'm going to be pretty much going to all the national parks over on the west side of the country. And this is kind of the beginning of that next segment. So that's going to be the focus for this week's video. So ever since I got to like Wisconsin area, the weather at night has been kind of chilly. And it is so nice because like when I was down in the South in Florida area and like Georgia, even North Carolina and up a little bit, I'd wake up every morning and I'd be like sweaty and wet, and my like sheets would be all wet. It was just a pain. And ever since I got up to the north and started going like in towards the middle of the country, it's been chilly at night. And I think it's going to be time to break out this warm blanket now. So I'm pretty excited. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little intimidated coming out here. I've been driving for 45 minutes and with no reception. I haven't seen anybody. There's like nothing out here, and I was a little intimidated because I was like, I'm completely by myself in the middle of nowhere with no reception or anything. But it was definitely worth it. I mean, I'm at the Badlands National Park right now, and it is just like, it's really insane. Like, I didn't even think something like this type of landscape existed in the United States. There's not even any sound up here. Like, I haven't heard any sound other than like some birds and like maybe some little insects and stuff. I mean, like, I'm completely alone up in this national forest, and it's really cool. But it's really interesting, like a really interesting feeling, just being like completely alone in this barren landscape. Guys, I'm like 20 feet away from 2 buffalo. I've never seen live buffalo, let alone wild buffalo in nature. And I'm hoping that they don't like run towards me, because I heard that buffalo are supposed to be a little aggressive, but they seem pretty calm. They seem like they're staying there and they're just like posing for my pictures and videos. But like, I'm pretty blown away. I've never seen buffalo in the wild at all. This is a really, really cool place. I've never seen anything quite like it. Like, as I've been driving around and hiking around and stuff, I've seen like prairies with like prairie dogs and stuff. I've seen wild buffalo and like a bunch of other animals, sheep and goats. And then like sometimes it'll be like really dry and rocky, and like there's all these like trails around from probably like the mountain sheep or whatever they are. And so you can kind of hike like through these little mountains on these little trails that the animals have created. So it's pretty cool. So I'm hiking on Notch Trail It's supposed to be like a intermediate to advanced trail, but it's also supposed to be pretty popular because I guess there's a ladder at the end so you can see like the canyon. So I'm hiking it right now. Hopefully I get done before the sun starts to get too heavy. I put some sunscreen on and stuff, but it's pretty hot out here now, so I put shorts on too. Oh, I also put my new socks on because what better occasion to wear a cowboy riding a bull socks than when you're hiking through the Badlands National Forest on an intermediate hike. Finally got up the trail, had some lunch, and now I'm going back down. I almost forgot, by the way, I met a couple on the trail, Bill and Barbara were their names, and they said they've got a trading post in Texas right outside of Austin, and then I should stop by when I get there. So I was like, oh, for sure, like I'll definitely, stop by when I get to Austin. And so now I've got some new friends in Austin that I met on the trail. So I'm in the Wind Cave National Park now, and I wanted to go in this gate behind me because there's a hiking trail back there that I was gonna go eat lunch on, but it's closed. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's too late in the day or something. So I just pulled out my chair and sat here, and I'm gonna eat my lunch now. I finally made it. I've been trying to come to this place called Death Canyon. It's a trail at the park here, and I've been working on getting here all day. I left where I was this morning at like 7:30, and it's 7:30 right now. So like I didn't drive all day, but I drove for like at least 10 hours to get here, and the road was a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be too. It said 4-wheel drive recommended, and now I understand why. And there's like this little whatever that is, like some sort of bug that wants to hurt me, and they've been flying around me since I parked, so hopefully I don't get bit or stung. Oh, there's one right there, see? Okay, so I actually just moved spots. I went down the road like maybe 100 yards because those like wasp bee, whatever things they were, they kept coming over by me like they could smell me or something, and I didn't like that. So I came down the road a little bit to a new spot, checked it out. Everything looks good here, A-okay. So this is where I'm gonna camp for the night. So as I'm sitting here kind of just like boiling my water and waiting for it to do its thing, this group of people walked by. There was a guy and a few girls, and so we started talking a little bit, and they said that they're from New York, Philly, and Connecticut, and so they just kind of met today, I guess, and then they said they're going to be in Olympic National Park in a few days, and that's where I'm going to be. So I was like, here, I'll get your number real quick. Maybe we can go on a hike or something together. So we might meet up in Seattle area now, so that's kind of cool. All right, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's about 40 degrees out right now. So I'm all layered up. I got 2 shirts on, 2 pairs of pants on, and I got my flaming mushroom socks on. That really scared me. I saw a couple bears and I didn't know if I was gonna be able to like go around them or not. And then I saw the cub come right out in front of me on the trail and the mom was like up above. So I'm gonna just wait back here because I don't wanna get attacked by a bear when I'm by myself in the woods here. So I'm gonna let them do their thing, but I was probably 5 feet away from that baby bear and maybe like 20 feet away from that mom bear. I'm a little scared to go down the trail because I know they're right down there. Well, I'm probably about halfway up. I'm pretty exhausted actually, but I've got power to keep on going. But it did end up getting a little warmer. I took off my jacket, took off my pants. I might take off more as I get up to the top because the sun's kind of like right there on me now. So, but yeah, I met a bunch of new friends on the trail. This hike, excruciating. Very difficult. It's all like super steep, and I was gonna sit here and complain for a minute, but the bottom line is that it's worth it because the view is just spectacular. And also, the people in national parks are the absolute nicest people you'll ever meet. I swear, like whenever I'm meeting people in the national parks, like I met probably 15, 20 people today on the trail, but they're always so nice. Like I haven't met anybody that was rude or mean or wouldn't want to have a conversation. I mean, it's just like the people in the national parks are the sweetest, nicest, most genuine people I think I've ever met in my life. I just met someone on the trail that said it's about a mile left. And I don't understand how, because every time I meet someone on the trail, they say it's about a mile. Also, that lake right there, that's where I started at. On the left, right over there, is where I started at. And then I hiked all the way around the lake, up through these mountains, all the way around up to here. And in case you can't tell, the elevation difference is pretty significant. Feeling pretty lightheaded, feeling pretty, I don't know like what the word would be to describe it. Like I don't feel sick. I feel good. It's almost like a very euphoric high feeling, but mile left supposedly. Oh, I made it. I have no idea how I'm gonna get down though. I'm gonna have my protein bar real quick for lunch and then have some water, head back down. Oh, it feels nice to be at the top. It also feels like I'm about to pass out, but I won't. I'll be okay. I finally made it though. So I found out part of the reason that I was feeling so dizzy at the top, and also part of the reason that I couldn't see very well up there, well as it could have been anyway, like it wasn't super clear, was because there's a California fire going on, like always, but it's apparently making it kind of smoky over here. I ran into a couple on the trail and they were telling me about the fire making it kind of smoky. So the more I get down the mountain, the better I feel here. I've been trying to drink a little bit of water, but I only have like a little bit left, so I've been trying to conserve it as well. It's been a struggle. Today was a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. It really tested my will and my endurance. I got really thirsty and I didn't really have any water left, so I ran across this river and filled my bottle up, even though all the signs and the paperwork and the people that I've met told me not to do that because it can give you a stomachache. And I thought to myself, I eat expired food all the time. So I think I'll be okay. And so far, so good. Well, I'm just getting off the trail, and I looked at this map real quick to find out exactly the details of what I did today, because I don't think that I really knew what I was getting myself into. So it looks like I did about 20 miles round trip, and I did a total elevation change from bottom to top of about 5,300 feet. And I forget exactly what a mile is, but I think that's about a mile. So it said very strenuous, and it was. I have such immense joy right now for like having a car and having like, I'm just so glad to be back in my car, and I'm so glad to be back like not on the top of that mountain anymore. I feel like Jesse from Breaking Bad right now when he's at the end of the, or not from Breaking Bad, from El Camino, when he's got his car and he just like busts free and he runs out of the gate. Like when I took my shoes off, I was laughing so hard because I was just so happy. And then when I got in the car and I sat down, oh, I felt so amazing. I just got to go on this like rough road again, back to where I came from, but I feel so good. I feel so accomplished. That was probably one of the most difficult, one of the coldest and most uncomfortable, yet most necessary showers of this entire trip. It was freezing. There was people walking by, so I had to be kind of cautious. It was very difficult, but now I feel really clean, and I haven't showered in a couple days because I've been in the park hiking and stuff. So I feel really good. It feels really nice being clean. My hair is clean, my face is clean. Whew. And now I'm gonna go find some food. So I'm at the Lake Yellowstone Hotel, and I'm really just using all their amenities because it's like super expensive here. And so I went in this morning to use the bathroom, brush my teeth, do all my normal stuff. And I saw this breakfast buffet area. And so I was like, okay, if it's $10 or less, I'm going to do it because I'm really hungry for like some good hot breakfast food. Well, I went in and it was $15, and I was like, oh, man, I'd really like to, because like I saw like French toast and eggs and all kinds of breakfast stuff that I could shout out on, but it was $15, which is a little too high for me. So I decided not to. So I've got a coffee, and I also have a Cliff Bar. So that's going to be my breakfast. So today I'm at Yellowstone. I'm starting the day off at the West Thumb here because yesterday I ran into some people. They were giving me some suggestions on like where to go and then like where wasn't going to be super crowded. But it's so interesting. Like I've never seen this before, and it's so cool to see like just the steam and the hot pools and everything. So I'm going to explore around here, and then I think I'm going to go to Old Faithful next. But there's a handful of different places on my list today. I'm going to try and limit my hiking though, because my feet are pretty destroyed from that hike. So I'm probably going to limit my hiking to like 1 mile segments at a time. Also, I wanted to say, I got my shark socks on today. So it's gonna be a good day. What an interesting landscape. Like, I've never seen anything like it. It's so unique. It's definitely worth a visit. Like, everybody talks about Yellowstone and stuff, but it's definitely worth a visit. Like, if you guys haven't been to Yellowstone before, 100% recommend. It's super, super cool. Like, it's just such a unique landscape. Like, there's just steam coming out of this gorgeous pool here. So I just parked at Old Faithful. Hopefully the guys are up here in the next 10 or 15 minutes. And it's like one of the first times that I've been at the national parks and I've seen it busy. Like, there's a bunch of people here. You can see them, they're all around. So I'm assuming that that means the geyser's gonna go off soon. We'll find out. So I actually got really lucky because I parked and walked to the geyser and it started erupting as soon as I got like a little spot. So I got super lucky, I didn't have to wait at all. The more I walk around, the more fascinated I am that there's all these little like springs and geysers just like bubbling and going off. and that there's like this whole like pit of magma basically below us. It's really interesting. My last little piece of Yellowstone to visit at Mammoth Springs. So I'm going to walk around here and explore a little bit more, but this is the last kind of leg of the Yellowstone journey. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I gotta end it here because I'm not gonna have enough time to edit everything if I go to another national park. But next week I'm going to a few other national parks, so definitely check those out. If you enjoyed the video, give me a like, give me that thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed already, subscribe to the channel. Also follow my Instagram at Landshark Lifestyle, and I will see you guys next week with another video.